I do things, and today I tested out some new makeup from Wet n Wild. So if you want to know what worked and didn't work, then keep on watching. Let's go. The first product I'm going to be starting out with today is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer in the dewy version. Okay, so this is a very, very tinted primer. This is my first time actually ever using a primer from Wet n Wild, and I'm surprised as to how much tint and glow it's given me right now. So up until now, I've always used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. However, today I'm going to be testing their Mega Cushion Foundation with SPF 15. I think I've mentioned this before, but I used to use cushion foundations a lot, but I felt like they ran out so quickly, and it was just too expensive to constantly be replacing them. Okay, so this is the shade Light Ivory. I don't know if this is the right shade for me, but I'm gonna stick my beauty blender in there and we'll try it out. Okay, I just did half my face and I'm really impressed because I don't know if you've seen my try-on haul from the 21 Days of Beauty sale, but I also got a cushion foundation in that sale too from It Cosmetics, and it definitely took a couple taps in the product for me to cover half of my face, whereas all I did was tap my beauty blender in the product once for this, and I would say it covered half my face really well. I'm very impressed. Considering I think that product regularly is like, I don't even know because I got it on sale. Very expensive. Whereas I think this is $8 maybe? $9? I forget. Okay, I'm really happy with how this applied. I might like this better than the Photo Focus foundation. I feel like it just went on very easily. This is a product that, because it's so affordable, I could totally see myself repurchasing. But we'll have to see how it lasts throughout the day, because I do know with the Photo Focus foundation, it does break up a lot around my nose area. However, that happens with all foundations to me, so if that's the only real problem I have with this foundation going forward, like, I would totally see myself buying this again. So I do have their Photo Focus concealer, which I have used a lot, and this is the shade Light Ivory. However, I always think it's too dark for me. I'll use it today, but I usually use this more as a spot concealer. I think it's way too dark for my skin tone. Like, that is definitely darker than the foundation. Okay, now I'm gonna blend. Okay, I think it laid really well on top of this foundation. But for powder, I just got their contouring palette in Dulce de Leche or something. And this is the setting powder. It kind of looks like a banana powder, which is usually too dark for me. I'll try it. I don't know how it's gonna work, but we can try it. I would definitely say that the powder is way too dark for under my eyes. However, I think it works for the rest of my face. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna go use my brow pencil, and then I will be back to try out the Ultimate Brow Mascara. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so this is sort of like a medium sized one. Not the biggest and not the smallest I've ever worked with. So let's see how it performs. I also got the shade Nothing But Brunette. The size of the wand definitely made it a little challenging to work with. It's not the worst thing I've ever used, but probably not my favorite. Okay, next I'm so excited to go in. This is the Not a Basic Peach palette. I actually had to wait a while on Ulta's website for this to actually come back in stock when I originally went to buy it. I used to have one of these palettes before they reformulated it way back in the day. I have been looking forward to trying out this palette for a while now. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this shade up here and set my base. Next I'm going to go with this top shade in my crease. Next I'm going to take this orangey shade in the crease as well. Next I think I'm going to put some of the concealer on my lid just to make a tacky base for one of the shimmer shades. Now I think I'm going to go in with this gold shade on the lid. Now I'm going to go in with the dark brown on the outer corner. Now I'm going to take some of the darker brown and the orange underneath my eye. I know I've heard people talk about these shadows and say how well they perform, but in my experience compared to other Wet n Wild shadows, I really wasn't expecting this. Because like, this is a palette I used to use a lot. This is their own natural palette, and they're powdery and they don't have a lot of color payoff. But these shadows perform so well. And I can't believe this is like a $5 little thing here. Way to go, Wet n Wild. Now I'm gonna try this shade out. It says it's a contour. It seems a little warm toned to contour my face, but let's try it out and see what happens. That surprisingly doesn't look too bad. Hooray. Alright, I'm going to go do a couple more things, and then I think we only have one more product to try in this video. Okay, the last thing we have to try from Wet n Wild is their Get the Skinny Lower Lash Mascara. I've never bought a lower lash mascara, but I totally understand the use for one. We got this really, really skinny little wand. Let's see how it goes. It's definitely the most voluminous my lower lashes have ever looked. I really liked it. And if you are wondering what is on my lips, I'm wearing the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Nudist Peach. And yeah, that's it for this video. Honestly, I really, really liked everything I tried. Wait, did I? No, that's not true. I'm not crazy about the brow gel. Probably not a repurchase for me. However, I'm really liking the way everything else applied and how it's looking. I like the primer, I liked the foundation, I like the eyeshadow, I like the lower lash mascara. I'm like pretty down with this. I just wouldn't set my under eyes with it again. And yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know, what are your favorite products from Wet n Wild? What should I try out next? Leave me a comment down below. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications on my Twitter, my Instagram, and my blog down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!